Hello world. I'm live. Hi live. Alrighty then. Apparently the chat thing broke. There we go. Keep above others. Pause my own stream. Nobody needs that. I think we're good. Chat rate 2. What do you mean? Nobody has chatted. There. It was just outdated. Alright. So, crafting, cooking thing. Not the right project. I have too many folders open. Rocker stuff. Wait, what? Wait, huh? Did I get the wrong rocker stuff? I think I did. No. Yeah, it wasn't the Viz shooting thing, wasn't it? I don't remember. Yes, I do not. Where was it? It's in my dang VS Code. Yeah, it's in rocker stuff. Oh, that was MV. I am the dumb, the one, the dumb. Okay. Yeah, I would love to if I actually had like decent internet. Close out all that. I doxed my Twitter. Let's stop. All right. So I'm going to turn off the soft cloud thing. And I am... Hey, Neutral! Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. Learning. You know it. You do know it. Know it, you do. Alright, so anyway. The thing that I'm doing is a crafting thing for a friend of mine. Yeah. So we got like this giant control over like what becomes what and all that. So items 1 and 2 should become item 4 with a chance of 80%. Right. So if I take the moon and you take the sun, take everything that seems like fun, make it illegal cause it is joy. I don't even know what that means. Also, did I not enable the... Also, why am I running this through that version of Node? Okay, it's on. Should work. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so it is working. I'm just stupid. Okay. There we go. But instead of like a window test thing, I'm gonna go ahead and start actually making the thing. So class scene cook. Extends scene menu base. Start super.start. This. Rename this to recipe list. Or item list, really, but you know. I'd actually rather run it from this so we don't get that annoying pop-up every time. Okay. So scene manager.goto. Wait, push. Sorry. Scene. Okay, I seen boot and debug, and I don't know why, but my mind immediately defaulted to scene bootleg. Why? The heck did I name that scene? recipe cook. Recipe cook is not defined. Yes, it is not. Because I am the dumb. Because I'm wrapping it in an IIFE, so it's like, yeah. Alright. So we have the mix option. I need to like really make this look decent. So I'm gonna say those are the HW script functions. Yeah, so we got to get, okay, that's right. I remember what I was doing now. I had to like catch my bearings because it's been a while since I worked on this. And by a while, I mean like a week. But I have like the attention span of a mule. Okay, so I'm gonna make another section here. Useful things. Trying to get how else to describe it, but yeah, well. Function when height. The non-capital H triggers me. Did I ever do diving over trigger plugins? Oh, dude, it's a blast, but at the same time, you can get burned out like so fast. But do not let that deter you. I'm actually in love with programming, and RPG Maker actually started me off on the journey of becoming a programmer. So, Bim, how far along are you? Because if you want, I can kind of explain what I'm doing here a little bit. You watch my tutorial videos? Those were like the highlight of my YouTube days, dude. But at the same time, I don't know what else to do on RPG Maker. So I'm just like, yeah, I want to upload to YouTube, but at the same time, what's not been done yet? And then I just get like all depressed. But yeah, Ben, I guess I'll just like explain as I go. I'll explain as good as I can, anyways. But yeah, you know, I'm always like thrilled when I see somebody like that wants to be a programmer or that's in the current process of becoming a programmer. So it's really cool. It's really cool to me to see that kind of stuff. Using a tutorial videos, first little fucking get around. Gotcha. Oh, dude, I should redo those. I mean, I only did like what 1 or 2 episodes, and then I got burned out of it. I should redo that though. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll work on this and everything, but I can't because I did promise. Dang it. All right, so I'll work on this for like maybe an hour, and then after that, I'll just like make this entire section into like tutorials and stuff. Anyway, where was I? Right. Land height. Our little alias function here. It's not even an alias. It's a circumference of 100. Okay, stop. I'm just gonna call it wind height 2. Because I want to add like a little, okay, class, window, recipe, help. Get out of your bug. Alright, window. Right. Initialize, super, and then we're gonna say, that was it all. Graphics, not box blank. You know what? I am not smart sometimes. this dot message, what's that? Update super dot update this dot refresh new old. Okay. If this dot message dot new is not equal to this dot message dot old, then it refreshes. So for this dot add command, what would apply to the plugin command thing in RPG Maker? Huh? What do you mean? Oh, this right here. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm going over all of the items that the game party has, and I'm doing that by iterating through the data items for each, and we're checking to see if the item exists, because in RPG Maker, item 0 is a null, and you will return an error if you don't. It's a bit annoying, but eh. Alright, so yeah, then we're going to check and see if the game party dot has the item. So if they have the item that we're iterating through in the item database, then it's going to add that command. So that basically, yeah, says if you have a potion, we're going to add a potion here. Otherwise, yeah, then it's just not going to add anything. And then you just add 2 more things, mix and cancel. What I'm doing here is I'm checking to see if the new message for the help section is not the same as old. The reason you want to do this is because we usually clear the contents, and it's a giant waste of, like, well, it's not really noticeable unless you have it happen a lot, but it's a waste of resources to constantly clear the thing when it doesn't need to be cleared. Text ex. So we I kind of use a little if statement here. I want to do my own plugin tutorials that works people through coding, like the basics up, but I can never figure out how. That's another thing. It really is difficult to to find like a curriculum for your videos as well, because it's like I want to cover this, not technical but more, 2 out of unknown, like theory, like not just understanding arrays but also adjusting your glasses so you can see. I'm gonna pick one plugin. Yeah. So, if you wanted to do like a Pokemon thing, So, where would I start? I guess what I would do is I would start with the class Pokemon, and I would give it this dot setup vars, and since this is a, just gonna do that. What I would do is give it the ID, and then we'll say, I'm gonna make an array of objects here. Pokédex, and then Pokédex dot length, and then we're gonna push itself to the Pokédex dot push this, and yeah, so now we're just gonna set up the initial variables. What does the underscore do? So underscores are usually like, it's sort of like meant to tell if it's a how do I say, like, it's meant to be a read-only, but since you can't actually make read-only variables or like private functions in JavaScript, it's often that we just use underscores, and that basically represents an internal function. Kind of like how if you look at the game player here, you see how they have like underscore x and underscore y and all that, new x, new y. Those are variables that are meant to be read only by the functions that call them. And if you wanted to read it yourself, you would do like, well, they have a normal x here, but so let's say game map.events 1. So I wish I had a better example, but yeah, it's meant to be like a read-only thing, like an internal variable that you can access it, and there are ways of making a variable. You made a basic Pokemon plugins, duplicate actors, capture enemies, and party leader plugin. Dude, that's dope. That's really dope. You got a link to that? I'll get in Z if I can code how to have 10 battle characters. Okay. After the Pokemon thing here, I will show you how to have 10 battle characters. It is a lot easier than you might think. I say that and then watch it be the most difficult thing. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, self-contained. So, we're gonna give it, what, Pokemon has IV values, right? Equals that, and, well, let's just say this. We'll say new int8 array. The reason I want to do an int8 array is because it makes them let's do unsigned. It makes them a value between 0 and 255, basically. So the IV values, how many stats are there? Well, we'll just go with the traditional 8. So then we're going to go for let I equals 0, I is less than 8, I plus plus, this dot IV, and then I is equal to math.floor, math.random times 255. So yeah, now they'll have 8 different IV values that you can base your character's stats, that you can base the Pokemon's stat from. However, this is the one that's going into the Pokédex. So, alright, in this case, I'm going to show you another interesting trick. So, with JavaScript, you have objects, right? And you can assign names to an object. So, if we pass the name of the Pokemon, you can actually manage to do this. So, if you pass the name of the Pokemon through here, then instead of pushing, you can do Pokédex name is equal to, and then it doesn't matter if the stats change every time, but here's into the beta links that are still buggy. You do want to learn them. You know it, neutral. They're still buggy here and there. Not much in instructs. Still, yeah. If YouTube lets you post a link, that'd be dope. So yeah, what we can do though is pass the name, and we can say Pokemon name equals this. It doesn't matter that it's going to be changing all the time, and it avoids you having to like choose an array of Pokemon. And yeah, so now we can have the data deleters. What up? How you doing? What up, what up? And I know they have like EV values as well, so I'm gonna push an EV. You just go like shove a random EV. That's not what I meant. I don't know how the EV values work, so I'm just gonna like give them a random value between 0 and 8. But yeah, so and then you have your base stats. So base stats equals new uint8 array. You know what? We can just use regular values for this. Attack 4 plus this dot IV 0 divided by. Oh, you know what? I think that's how the EV works. Kinda. This dot EV 0. You know, something like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll say HP, MP, and then I'll show you like a quick example of how this looks here as well. How come every time I wonder where you're at, you decide to make a video or stream? I know, dude. I have like 0. Wait, they don't have MP. What? I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. Like, I get burned out and I get like really depressed for like a long time, where I don't want to do anything at all, but yet at the same time I do. It's really, really hard to explain. Special attack, special defense, agility, and I think that's all Pokemon has, really, right? So anyway, so now we're gonna say const party equals Bulbasaur, Hooker, no, Charmander, Squirtle. And what I'm gonna do for let I equals 0, I is less than 6, I plus plus. Wait, I don't know why I named that party. Party.push, and we'll say okay. Land party. No, okay. New Pokemon. Land party. Math.random. Math.floor first. Math.random times. Hold on, let me catch up with the chat. I feel like when I understand this because I've been breeding Pokemon for IVs. Oh, maybe you can tell me how IVs and stuff work. Yeah, I feel the burner, man. I'm happy to I got to catch your stream because I didn't know you streamed. Yeah, yeah. I do occasionally. I actually prefer streaming over like just making a video because in streaming you're allowed to make mistakes, and if you're just doing like a video tutorial series, you have to edit out those mistakes, and then that takes so long, and it is the most boring thing to do. And party. So now, if I console log party and the Pokédex, matter of fact, let's console log party and let's table Pokédex. So I'm going to move this up so we can actually see the table. Yeah, so plugins. Node, Pokemon. Okay, so this is the Pokedex now. That, and here is our Pokemon. We have ID of undefined because I didn't. Yeah, because that needs to. Okay, so I'm gonna have a len value in the object array, and I will say oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, so I can do this. So this is a ternary operator, and it's basically like a single line if statement. So we're checking to see if the Pokedex entry exists. And if it does, we're just going to give it the ID of itself, of its own entry. And if not, which is the colon here, then we give it Pokedex.len. And then it's... I'll go ahead and keep it like this because it's, you know, explanatory and stuff. But it's not ideal to do this twice. So we can say plus equals, and then if it exists, we'll say 1, and if it doesn't exist, we'll say it 0, but if it does, we're going to add the length by 1. There we go. Those are permanent on the Pokemon. Even Hyper Training won't change your original values. No, I know. But it's like per catch, right? Feeling. Oh, you still haven't finished the Broken Golem? Dude, I bet it's gonna be amazing though. Some say he'll forever remain broken. Happy are points that Pokemon get at birth. They're basically the parent. It's a Pokemon. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Neko, what up? What up? What up? How you doing? EVs are effort points, where you fight specific Pokemon to gain stat values in one area. For example, fighting a bunch of Chansey will make your HP stagger. Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that. Oh, that's awesome. Dude. Man, that's really cool. Now that I know that, so I finally got a first shiny, my first shiny in the world, outside of the Pokemon Arceus, and it is in the Pokemon Crystal for the 3DS. I'm trying to remember the thing's name. Yeah, it was a Wooper, and then it evolved. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was it. It was a Wooper. Now that I know that, though, I think I'm gonna try and like look up the EVs and stuff and like find out the best way to upgrade it. Those can be changed if you use proteins. It's that higher. If you use certain batteries, you can make them. Oh, batteries? What? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure eating a battery would diminish your stats, but so you can make them lower, then add to different ones. Oh, so. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they went that far in such an old game, like, back then, but I guess they did. It was super cool. Alright, so anyway. So there we go. He will always... So there we go. Bulbasaurs always have an idea 0 because they were the first to be created in this situation. Squirtles have an idea 1. If we have a Charmander in our party, which we did not. Let's try again. There he is. Now he has an idea 1 because like it's out of creation order. But that's another thing. So Zarzla, you still here? Because I want to show you a cool trick. Well, I'll show Bem as well. So, if you have like an array that you want to create a bunch of items for, you can actually just not name the array and then instead do dot. You can do 4 each, but I like to do dot map because it's like shorter. And then we'll give it the name of A, and then we'll say it'll return new Pokemon A. So by doing that, if we console log the Pokédex now, so check this out. All we have to do in this case is just name. You can do it more advanced. I mean, it's better to do it more advanced. But yeah, you can do that, and here's the Pokédex now. It'll always create them in that order. So you can initialize the Pokédex by doing this. But what we can do, if you want to get more advanced with it, so we'll create an array, and the array will have objects. So we'll say name, Bulba, boy, Baba boy, Bulbasaur, type, grass. Normally you would use variables like values as types, but you can still get away with just strings because you can always. Now nature also affects nature growth. Serious nature makes. Oh, that's pretty. Oh yeah. I knew a little bit about the natures, but makes nature lowers the special defense growth. Noted. Baba boy. Yeah, Bim knows. To nature 2. You can change that with mints. Dude, if I was Pokemon, I would hate that. Like, I'm gonna shove mints down your throat now. You better behave like the way I want. And the Pokemon's like, no. And then all of a sudden you hear Purr! From the poor thing dry heaving. Alright, where was I? Getting ADHD distracted like a mofo. I originally I need to finish this, so I'll just hurry up with this part. So yeah, we'll make an array of objects. We'll say we have like a sprite, if you want that kind of thing. I'm not gonna get like too into it, but despite me really wanting to right now because I'm enjoying the F out of this, but smell and eat. Oh, that's even worse, dude. Can you imagine? It just like shoves it up the Pokemon's nose. Here. Poor thing. Alright, anyway. So yeah, they have their sprite names. Now, instead of passing just a name, we're going to pass a main argument. So we're going to say details. And we're going to pass details through this. And we're going to predefine it just so we can know like what the hooker we're doing. Now if I... Oh, no, I guess it doesn't want to... Oh. Anyways. So now we're going to say name type sprite equals details. Now by putting it in between the curly braces here, that actually, like, it creates variables of these names. So we have it's the same as saying var name equals details dot name, var type equals details dot type. It's a much more efficient and fancy way to do that. So another thing you can do is if you want to apply all of that, you can say for let I in details, and you could say this I equals details I. Now just by doing that, we no longer need to do the dot name thing. You'll have it all here. So type grass, sprite, all that stuff. So yeah, I would love to like teach again coding and stuff, but I'm too afraid I'll get burned out again. I don't want to do that. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. Wait, what? Do I have an error somewhere? Okay, hold on. Super keyboard where? Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead and create that. Window recipe help equals new window recipe help. This dot add channel. Normally you would do this dot add window, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Window recipe help. Watch that give me a dang error because I decided to try and be cool and do things the way they're supposed to be done. There we go. Once again, I have the stupid. There we go. If you use an Everstone that forces a child Pokemon to stay the same nature, you gave the Everstone to. What? I did not know that. That's interesting. Oh, and hidden abilities. I forgot about those. You can gain hidden abilities. That's really weird because like that used to be my old YouTube name, Hidden Abilities. So like I was like, wait, is he like referring to my old name? But no. So Pokemon has a hidden ability and the chance to pass down like stats. Yeah, I seen a video like that recently. Like where you can like get a rare Bulbasaur that has hidden power, or you can have like a Charmander that, or no, it was a Blastoise. Yeah, a Blastoise that had some kind of electric move. That's cool. Like super rare to get though. Okay, new messages. Make me a sandwich. It is not working. Oh, this dot message dot old equals this dot message dot new. Oh, plus I'm not even. There we go. Alrighty. Is it? No, okay. Golly, I can hear my CPU right now. Is that my CPU? Or is that my GPU? My CPU is only 4.8%, so it must be my graphics card. I hear like something going in my computer, like. Right. Anyway. Select items to mix. Then we'll just say select items to mix. Now I'm gonna need a window item mix thing, so I'm gonna do extends window initialize super dot initialize. I'm gonna do this. If there is a free slot in the move pool, so you need free. Oh, egg moves. I'll be honest, I don't understand those as well. Ah, okay. That's so strange. Like that's been a. I don't know how long that's existed, but I did not know about it. So let's say 192. I think that's the. You know what? We'll say X for this. And we'll say this dot window item mix equals new window item mix, and then the X position will be this dot window recipe list dot width. And this dot add window, this dot window item mix, and the width will be graphics dot box width minus X, and then the height will be graphics dot box height minus win height. Okay. Maybe I should like stretch the window recipe list thing as well. Yeah, why not? This dot height equals. Can I do it here? No, I'd rather not. Initialize super dot initialize xy xy. This dot height equals graphics dot box height minus their circumference of it. Stop. We're not doing that again. If there's a freeze on move, so you need 3 moves, not 4. Oh, that'd be annoying because like every move you get, you would have to go to the move deleter. Anyway, height. And this dot refresh. Oh, and this dot make command list. Yeah, so now it should be like maxed. Although that is definitely not supposed to. Oh. Yeah, because we're like doing it twice. So I think all we need to do is just dot refresh. Yeah. Okay. So there's also a friendship value which people have been suspecting affects breeding abilities, but dude, I've been trying to get my dang Bulbasaur to breed, or not Bulbasaur, sorry, my Bayleaf, to, why did I say Bulbasaur? Anyway, I've been trying to get the thing to breed with, a Bellsprout that I caught, like, early game, and it does, but it's always a Bellsprout, and I want another, like, I want a Chikorita out of it, but it disagrees with me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something kind of cool with this. This dot mix list equals an array. Okay. Hash. Clear. For let I in this dot mix list. We'll say of. Draw icon. Matter of fact, let's just do. Okay, let x equals 0, let y equals 0. So we'll say x, y, and then x plus equals 48. If x is greater than this dot width, minus 48, we'll say x equals 0, y plus equals 48. So like, yeah, that'll let us like mix a bunch of stuff. Yeah, icon and XY, okay. It doesn't matter the inner orthogonal. Wait, really? How about naturally? You didn't have, oh! Okay, I got you. Data, that makes sense. brain just like completely sharded itself. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this dot window recipe list dot, what was it now? Set handler, I think it was. And we'll say ITM, and then we'll just throw in a thing. Const item equals this dot window recipe list dot index. This is a bit weird. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do instead then is give it a unique tag thing, and then we'll say the item of I. So now what we can do is for let I equals 0, I is less than data items dot length, like we did before. You know what? I'll just do another for each. Wait, what? Let's do another for each here. Yeah, it's a bit confusing with egg groups. At first I was confused who a muck breeds. Or, oh, you mean how? Yeah, how does it? Wait. Huh? You know what? There are some questions that are best left unanswered. Yep. Yeah, for a second. Dude, it's so... So what's the AM if it's egg group anyway? It's so weird how that works though. So yeah, what we're gonna do is ITM and then I, and then item equals a console.log item. So now we should be able to use this mechanism here to push. Yeah, so there we go. So they're in. The icon data should be here as well, right? Is it not? Oh, yeah, icon index, okay. So now we're gonna push the thing by doing, what was it now? Okay, this dot window item mix dot mix list dot push a dot icon index, and then we're going to do this dot window item mix dot refresh, and then this dot window recipe list dot activate. So what that'll do now, every time we select one, it's adding it, but it doesn't seem to be refreshing it. Why is it not? Don't need that anymore. Okay. Icon index is 176. Yeah, icon index. And then it is refreshing this. Oh. There we go. Maybe we should have like room for it to like put the text underneath it. Yeah, so we'll just say like 128 on each. And then this dot draw text EX. and then the item name. So we are gonna have to pass. Guys, stop. I'm gonna have to go shopping. Hope to see some more streams in the future. You will, good sir. I hope you have a good shopping trip, and try not to run into too many Karens that are like screaming at you, demanding your manager, even though you're not working there. There are 3 groups of water. Water 1, Water 2, and Water 3. That is literally the name of those egg groups. Well, dang. What was I just about to birth? It was a thought of like complex thought processes, but not really. Anyway, we're good. So I'm just gonna like push the entire thing. So it's just gonna be the whole item. A dot icon index. A dot name. And we'll say X plus this dot measure text. A dot name divided by 2. Okay, so this dot width divided by 2. No. 64 minus the result of that. And this is going to be 0. I could have done it a lot, like much more simple way, but I might want to stylize the thing. And this is going to be X plus, what was that, 48? Yeah, 48. And Broken Golem is annoying as heck. I'm starting to hate it, but I need to do it. Why does the plant element hate me? Why? What's the plant element doing? Okay, measure text doesn't exist. Why? What? That's why. This are contents. Dot measure text width. There we go. That kind of works. And then I'm gonna do like that to make it smaller. Yeah. And since we made it smaller, this dot contents dot font size equals, let's say like 10. Okay. Divided by equals 2, and then that's weird. Why is it doing that? Plus 48. I know why now. Well, since we can do it that way, that destroyed the, so we'll say, yeah, 128, and then center. Let's try 96 for the wide bump. That's perfect. Kinda. 256. Kind of like that, but so this would be 128 minus 16. I can math. And to clarify, I said math, not meth. There we go. Yeah, but I am gonna call it now because I'm like, my brain is just refusing to work properly. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see the world next time. I promise to try and like do more streams though. Realize something. 506. I'm nearly done with 506 attacks for one enemy. Man, that's.